Hello class, welcome to Introduction to Virtualization. Virtualization is the technique of creating virtual versions of resources such as hardware, software, or storage. This virtualization enables working with operating systems or enable operating systems running on a single physical machine. And in a layman's language or in a common sense, when you talk about virtualization, you're talking about something existing, not physically possible. So it is virtually the process of creating versions of resources using hardwares. That's just the versions we are creating. So these particular hardwares are virtualized with the aid of a software. So which in turn enables us to run multiple operating systems on a single physical machine. Now, types of virtualization. We have hardware virtualization, software virtualization, storage virtualization, and network virtualization. Hardware virtualization involves creating virtual machines that emulate hardware of a physical computer, allowing multiple operating systems to run concurrently on a single machine. So this definition is somewhat self-explanatory because this is just creating a virtual reality of a hardware of a physical computer, which enables multiple operating systems to run at the same time on a physical or on a single machine. Now, let's now look at software virtualization. Software virtualization deals with isolating applications from the underlying operating systems, allowing them to run in a sandboxed environment. So this is too also self-explanatory. It allows you to isolate some certain applications from a particular operating system within this virtual environment, such that this application would be running separately from the operating system. Another one is storage virtualization. Storage virtualization deals with pulling physical storage devices, e.g., hard disks, SSDs, into a single virtual storage pool. I repeat, pulling physical storage devices, e.g., hardware and SSDs, into a single virtual storage pool. So, what it means is just simply a process of getting or integrating physical hardware devices into a single virtual storage spaces, meaning you can have different hard disks combined in one place. But with the aid of virtualization, this hard disk will be combined to form a single space in a virtual environment. The next one is network virtualization, which deals with creating virtual networks on top of a physical networking structure. So, meaning if you have a physical network structure, you can create a virtual networks on it. How do you do that? So, mostly this is just a simple example. When you have, let's say, Al Hikima server now, we have a server room where these our networks are launched. So, with the aid of virtualization, we can create a virtual network using that physical network infrastructure. These we can learn about them subsequently while we learn the course. So now that we've known the meaning of virtualization, we've seen the different types of virtualization from hardware down to network virtualization. Now, what is the benefit of this virtualization? Why even virtualization? So now, one is cost saving. It saves cost through efficient resource utilization. So virtualization will allow you to save resources since you can combine different devices. For example, in the case of storage virtualization, where you can combine different network resources and storage devices to form a single pool network. So that will enable you to save cost and save resources instead of getting more spaces or going to buy more physical hardwares. You can use the current one you have to increase or to get a more robust space or storage. Another thing is scalable and flexibility. This can be used anywhere and it's so flexible that it runs across various platforms. And this in turn simplifies IT management and deployment. So this can allow you to even share applications, share resources. It can even allow you to share spaces. So this is very, very beneficial to the system usage. As so when we are talking, these are the common or the key importance of virtualization is cost saving, scalability, and flexibility, and it also simplifies IT management and deployment. So now, what we need to now look at the virtualization technologies. One, we have hypervisors, which are used to manage virtual machines. It has a type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is bare metal or VMware. Example of type 1 is the bare metal, VMware, Hyper-V, and so on and so forth. Type 2 is the hosted, which is VirtualBox, VMware, and workstations, where we can create different workstations for efficiency and or that will support distributed group works. So the next thing is to now look at what are the constraints of virtual machines, or what virtual machines versus containers. Let me put it in this sense. So virtual machine is just a simply a full operating system virtualization that is suitable for running multiple OS. When you're asked of a virtual, what's the meaning of virtual machine? Just know that it's a complete operating system that is virtualized, which makes it suitable for running different or several operating systems. While containers, it's a lightweight virtualization. It just shares the OL kernel suitable for microservices. So what happens in containers is not a full operating system. Rather, it is used segments of the operating system that is used to learn, that is suitable or that is efficient for running microservices. So this now brings us to this introductory end of this introductory class. However, there's for the quiz for this class, it's just a hand-on practice where you'll be tasked to go and install and set up a virtual machine using VMware or VirtualBox. Experiment with creating and running virtual machines. These are things you can do. There are different examples of this. We have the AWS, the Amazon Web Services. It's free. You can create free accounts. Just go to Google, type AWS, how to create a virtual machine or VMware. You'll be able to enjoy those services. So if you have challenges or what you have encountered during this, please don't hesitate to notify me. Once I see that in our next class, we shall discuss extensively. For now, bye-bye.